terms of an overview of what the timetables visualizer is, it's pretty self-explanatory. As the name suggests, it just allows you to visualize your TransExchange information in a printed timetable format. So it's a much more simpler and user-friendly way of visualizing your TransExchange data, and it allows you to visualize and validate any data issues that you do have and fix those before uploading that information to BODS. So as you can see on the right, this is an example of timetables visualizer for a service. So you can see the journey codes at the top, the Naptown bus stops on the left, and then the journey departure times for that service. So in terms of how to publish your data and visualize the timetables, so in the normal way, you'd navigate to the BODS website, click publish bus data, and then kind of click through to timetables, and then upload the file, as you know, and then what it will do is validate that data set, and once it's completed and passed validation, it will start generating your data quality report. And whilst that is happening, what you can do is scroll down to the review service numbers section, click through to your service number down to your NOC, and then you'll get your bus lines, which are a combination of your service number and registration number. And so if you click either of your bus lines, you'll navigate to a page specifically for that service. And if you scroll down again, you'll see your timetable visualizer there. And if there are any data quality issues related to that timetable information, it'll pop up in red, and you can go back and fix that and then publish that information again. So I'm going to stop there for any questions for now, and then I'll run through how to actually create a published data, and then also view that on the timetables visualizer. So if there's any questions. If not, then I'll just continue with the demo. So as you can see, this is the BODS. Well, I'm on the test network, but this is the homepage for the BODS website. So what you do is click publish bus data, and then obviously log in. Click publish data, KPMG for now, timetables. Put a information, I'm just going to put service X. So this is just information about the timetables you're publicizing. Upload data. I'm just going to put in some test data. There we go. Continue. And obviously, this is going to validate. This might take a couple seconds. So in the meantime, I might show you how to visualize timetables data for data that's already published. So if I go onto the prod, so if I go into find bus open data, browse data, timetables data, you can see all the timetables information that's already published. For example, if I go on go aheads data, and then scroll down to review service numbers, select, as you can see, let's select the 37 service. This gives you a summary of the 37 service. It kind of maps out the route for that service, registration number, current valid files, etc. And you can see this is where you can see the timetable visualizer. So you can review journey codes, stops, and then depending on whether it's got an inbound service, you would have both the outbound and inbound service here. So you can review, if you're a local authority, for example, and you want to review the timetables information for your operators within your area, you can do it this way. I'm going to go back and hopefully see. Okay, so it's going to take a couple more minutes. The other way to navigate to that is through your operator profile. So if I was to search up, or let's just go with first bus stop actually. So you navigate to your operator profiles. Don't know if this is just my internet acting up today. Interesting, okay. Okay, so this has gone through. So now that it's generating your data quality report in the back, you can see that it's mapped out that service that you've published. Again, if you go scroll down to review service numbers, click on the actual service, and you can see that there's an data quality issue here. So that means that there's no journey code for this. So what you would do is, because that's been flagged for you before publicizing that data, you can go back and update your transaction file and fix that. And then the other thing to note is that you can look through the different dates. So if you want to look at maybe next Sunday's data, you can apply a filter and see what the data is looking like for the timetables data is looking like for next Sunday. So you can see there's other data quality issues within that file. So if you click that, you'll get a summary. So what this is telling you is for the Tesco stop, it's set as a set down only, and obviously because that's the first stop, that is an issue. Because you would expect that to be a pickup as well, because it's a first stop within a journey. So, and that's a critical data quality issue, so that you'd have to go back and fix that and then re-upload that information. I believe this is the same probably. Yeah. So that, as you can see, that it allows you to review your transaction data in a much more reader-friendly way. And then if you want to make those changes and then upload that data, you can do that. So that's kind of a summary. Let's see if okay, yeah, we're back to this. So this is the operator profile for First Bus. The other way to navigate to that is to just go through browse timetables this way, and it will take you specifically to that data set for First Stop. And again, if you scroll down to any of their services, you can see the timetables information that way. So that kind of is a summary of the timetable visualizer.